Warrior was the class that I started off playing Guild Wars 2, and as the OG king of DPS in the core game, this class remains one of the few that has all 3 elite specializations dedicated to DPS. Today we are going to be talking about the Power Spellbreaker, a super reliable class that brings high DPS, self-stability, and god tier crowd control to your group comp. An added bonus is that this build isn't being touched at all by ArenaNet on January 30th, so if you learn this build now, it's going to be good for a while. Starting off with the build. Like most power builds, we are running full Berserker's gear, Runes of the Scholar, and Relic of the Thief, with your weapons being Dagger, Axe, and Hammer with Force and Impact on both sets. Your skills are going to be Bull's Charge, Signet of Fury, and Signet of Might, with your heal skill and elite skill being flexible. For your heal skill, you're going to want either To the Limit or Defiant Stance, with your elite is going to be Winds of Disenchantment for the highest damage, or Battle Standard for MLG levels of group support with a ranged AoE revival. Your consumables are going to be cilantro lime steak for ascended or sweet and spicy butternut squash for normal food, with potent superior sharpening stones. Consumables make a big difference in any DPS build, so don't sleep on the free damage. The rotation is fairly fast paced, but many of your skills have low cooldowns and you could weave through them fluidly. The rotation is basically prioritizing your Axe 4, your Dagger 3, your Dagger F1, and then your Axe 5. After Axe 5, immediately weapon swap to Hammer. Use your Hammer 2, your Hammer F1, and your Hammer 3, using Hammer 4 and Hammer 5 for CC. Hammer 5 also resets the cooldown of your Hammer 2, but mostly Hammer skills are used to upkeep attacker's insight, which is a critical aspect of how this build gets its damage. The main advantage of this build over other power DPS is that it has a quick rotation and high amounts of CC baked into the kit that you regularly rotate to your Hammer, so you'll always be able to focus on your DPS rotation without having to deviate when a break bar comes up. Even if you make a mistake on the skill order, you'll be able to correct it on the next loop. It also provides quite a bit of self-stability, so with these two aspects combined, it makes an excellent choice for fractals and raid fights like Samurag, Gorseval, and Slothazor, and it sets itself apart from other warrior elite specialization to give it a real satisfying feel. And that's the build. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like always, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed up to this point, and if you dig the content, please consider subscribing. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.